Hello my dear students, in this session let us study about mycorrhizae. Mycorrhizae is a symbiotic fungi which forms a symbiotic relationship with higher plants, especially the class of basidiomycetes. These basidiomycetes forms a symbiotic association with higher plants. Symbiosis can be of different types. It can be mutualistic, parasitic, and commensalism. Here it forms a mutualistic relationship. Mycorrhizae forms a mutualistic relationship wherein the fungi and the higher plant are both benefited. The fungi provides or enrich nutrient supplements such as nitrogen, phosphorus, cobalt, magnesium, copper, zinc, etc. At the same time, the plant provides shelter and nutrition and protects this mycorrhizae. So this is how the mutual relationship occurs between the fungi as well as the plants. There are, moving on to the mycorrhizae, there are two types of basically mycorrhizae. One is ectomycorrhizae, another one is endomycorrhizae. In ectomycorrhizae, here if you have the plant's root cells, if you have plant root cells, then they form a sheet like structure around this cell, plant roots. They, they do not penetrate inside the cell, instead they try to grow across the cell. They don't penetrate much inside, they try to grow across outside the cell, and they form different structures such as mantle. It is nothing but this sheet like structure, and they form Arctic net. These are some of the two important structures what they form. Now moving on to this endomycorrhizae. mycorrhizae, as the name itself indicates, endo means inside. What they do, they form, they penetrate inside, they have the capacity to degrade a part of the cell wall of this roots, and they try to form a specialized structures. This structure is called as arbuscles, whereas structure like this is called as vesicles. These two important structures are formed in endomycorrhizae. So let us see, these two are the structural difference of ectomycorrhizae, where it forms a sheet across the cell, root across the root, and they do not penetrate inside the cell, whereas here they penetrate inside the cell. They form, this sheet is called as mantle, and they grow across, they penetrate across the cell, outside the cell, and it is called as, the network is called as Hartig net, whereas here they form arbuscules, vesicles, etc. They reach inside the root cells. Apart from this, let us see some of the major differences. Ecto and endo mycorrhizae. They form sheet across the cell called as mantle. And they are outside the cells of fruit. Especially present in intercellular spaces. Examples: pinus roots, whereas endomycorrhizae, they form specialized structure called as arbuscules. They penetrate inside the cell. They have the capacity to break cell wall, but are restricted to cortical cells, region of the root. Example for this: and oak trees have this type of association. Now, why it is so important? Because the roots or plants during harsh climatic conditions lack growth factors, lack nutritive support, lack protection from pathogens. Hence, if during such conditions, if they form mycorrhizal association with fungi, they get benefited, especially during harsh climatic conditions. So it is one of the most important association among plants and fungi and plants. So this was an overview of mycorrhizae. So with this, let me conclude today's class. I wish you all the very best. Thank you.